recently Brent Kasmer with BKPT, and I had an ab workout for men. Yes, first off, why is this ab workout for men? And if you're a woman, why did you look up ab workout for men? So typically, how I think of a manly ab exercise is something that's either super difficult and only men can do it. Just playing, ladies. Or you just like to pick up some heavy weight. So like a heavy weighted ab exercise. So in general, how I look at a manly ab exercise. All right. So if you've already made it this far, hopefully you guys are already enjoying this. But you know what you got to do before I go into any more details. You got to subscribe, man. You got to subscribe to my channel. You got to mash that notification bell while you're notified. That's all my newest content is dropped. And then show me some love, man. Give me some likes. I'd love to know that you guys are enjoying this content. I'd like to know in the comments what ab exercise you like the best. So that way it's just fun to see that. And if you think that there is a more manly ab exercise, I'm sure there's quite the list. I only went into about 7 of these, so I got 7 exercises for abs for men. So, all right, we're gonna get started. We got the decline sit up, but of course, it's not just a decline sit up. We gotta pick up some weight. So, you know, I love to give pro tips along the way. So hopefully you guys enjoy the pro tips. That way you guys, don't do it improperly. You guys make all the correctness or make the adjustments or stuff makes sense as I do it. So we're gonna start off with the decline sit up. I typically will go into the bench area, just, set it up in the decline bench area. So that way the bar is up there. If you got a spotter, they can throw it up to you. That's cool. But typically, you don't want to be doing a pullover if, your goal is to just get a heavy sit up in. So, you grab the bar, you can typically grab it in either your bench grip, hold it straight up, and you go straight up to the ceiling with it. So it goes up with you. And coming down nice and slow. And control. Anyways, it's nice to be able to do your 100-pound sit-up. Makes you feel good. Couple things with that decline sit-up. You don't want to just flop. You always want to be in control. You always want to keep your pelvic tilted up. So rolling those hips up towards you. That way it kind of helps to unengage your hip flexors as well. All right. So exercise number 1 would be the weighted decline sit-up. All right. Here we go on exercise number 2. All right. The second exercise is the suspended decline sit-up. This one's pretty sweet. It's also pretty fun to go to the gym or go somewhere and you're doing something like, dude, that dude's doing something totally wrong just because it doesn't look right. The biggest thing is you want to make sure that it doesn't flip over on you. What do you mean, Brent? Well, I'm about to show you what. So when you get into the decline bench, you're getting in the opposite way. So getting in upside down, you're just coming up. It's like Rocky style. The cool thing about this is you can do an oblique crunch. With these, you can even hold up and do your torso twists. Woo! But they're nasty. Gotta love the suspended decline sit-up. So hopefully you guys love that one. That's number 2. All right, number 3, man, we're just flying through these. Are you guys loving them already? I know, man, that second one was pretty sweet. That suspended decline sit-up. We got the weighted knee up. So, of course, throwing some weight in there, some manly weight, makes it a manly exercise. So, grabbing that dumbbell between your feet, driving those knees towards your elbows. So, the biggest thing, pro tip, would be making sure you're not swinging. Going down with the dumbbell into, with a negative motion, with nice and controlled, keeping your abs engaged, keeping your pelvic tilted upward. Also, when actually doing the exercise, you want to almost feel like you're driving your elbows down towards your knees and not just dead hanging, from your elbows. And you want to make sure that those straps are right there, on your tricep, not up in your armpits and not on your elbows. And one more thing that makes these exercises more manly is having a glittery dragon tattoo on your bicep. Yeah. Yes, I have a little girl, so the things you do, to be more manly, to do your manly exercises. So, all right, number 3 was the weighted knee up. Exercise number 4. This is the front lever. So it's not about leaving her. Man, I got jokes, boy. All right, so it's the front lever, and you're pretty much just going into, how you do a straight arm pullover? So you're laying on a decline bench or a bar or a bench, and you're just taking that bar and going straight behind your head with it, and then pulling it straight over. So pretty much you're making the pull-up bar your straight bar, and your body is what does the motion. So you turn into the lever. All right, so you're holding yourself up, you're coming up, almost like a pullover. Whoa, those are sweet. So front lever, your body is the thing that's really kind of moving. You're using this pull-up bar, and the biggest thing, like I tell you guys all the time, is control. So the more control you're in, not flying and flailing around, that's when you're really engaging the core muscles and really kind of making sure what is supposed to be working is working. So that way you can kind of like get that mental, cerebral kind of like memorization of your body too. So just pulling up. Those are sweet. You'll love those. All right. So number 4 is the front lever. So we're on number 5. You guys, do you think this could get any crazier? Come on. Show me some love. If you haven't given me a like yet, why not do it now? These are pretty sweet. I did a lot of, soul searching to come up with these 7 manly exercises to build your workout program. I'm going to teach you also at the end of this how to build your ab workout. So that way, you're doing them in the right kind of order. So that way you're getting the most out of each exercise. All right. So here we go. Number 5. This is the hanging dragonfly. What is that? All right. So here we go. So you're pretty much same thing, using the pull-up bar. All right. You're going to pull yourself up, not your upper body wise, but you're pulling yourself up, legs towards the ceiling. You're keeping yourself in a straight alignment and coming down as slow as possible. So up, coming down, as slow as possible. Woo! It gets a little faster and faster as you go though. So make sure you're controlling it, and that way, like, you're making sure you're getting those abs truly engaged. So this is one you would do typically on a decline bench. So you would, roll up with your legs, pop your hips straight up, and then lower your whole body as one down towards, the bench again. So this is just a suspended version of it. So the hanging dragonfly, number 5. It's like Mr. Miyagi. Wax on, wax off. All right. For number 6, we got the TRX, or the suspension training side plank crunch. So let me tell you, if the side plank wasn't hard enough already in a suspension trainer, dripping them feet in there, holding a side plank, let's go ahead and add a crunch to that. So you're gonna go ahead. I mean, there's so many great exercises with these straps for abs, but this is a great one. So holding up into a side plank, so up on your elbow. Keep never letting those hips droop down. Okay, so holding those in and just kind of piking up as high as you can, crunching this full oblique in. You start to swing just like I was there. Slow it down, regroup, get control. Those are nasty. You're going to love those. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Number 6, the suspension side plank crunch. All right, number 7, we're already here. I feel like I have so many more. Like as I'm even doing these 7, I'm like, man, I should do like 20. But I'm going to stop at 7. I want you guys to enjoy these 7. They're super freaking manly. They're sweet. You get to use some weights. You get to challenge yourself. You look goofy in the gym. So there's a lot of things that, I've given you here to add to your repertoire. So that way you can maximize the gains that you're going to get from doing abs. I hate doing abs. So it's like my least favorite thing to do, but at least if I know that like they're super difficult and I'm like challenging myself, then, it makes it a little bit more fun to do. Because in essence, doing all your exercises and lifting heavy in general, you're getting your abs in because your abs are engaged, deadlifting and bench pressing and squatting and, doing all those other movements, pull-ups, dips, like everything. So in my mind, I'm always like, yeah, like why waste my time doing abs? But it is necessary. So, it's fun to challenge yourself. It's fun to be like, oh man, let's try to do this. It's kind of like playing, pig on the basketball court. Like, check this out. So number 7 is the PallOff Press. And I do this, it's a PallOff Press with a twist. And I know it's kind of like a play on words because PallOff Press is a non-rotational typical movement. So it's a good ab exercise, but guess what? You're throwing a twist in with it. So this makes it a little bit harder though. So here we go. PallOff Press, you want to open your body up. You're going to hold that arm straight out to your side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it in right to the middle of my chest. Okay? You want a nice athletic stance. You want to keep it here. So what happens is this cable machine is going to be trying to pull me back towards the machine. So I'm using my obliques to fight that. So you don't want to go past your midline of your chest. So try to maybe even have a target out there. So that way when you punch out, it's not pulling you back here. And you're not trying to go into a motion like this. So when I say a PallOff Press with a twist, is I'm making it harder because I'm pressing out, staying in that alignment, going out, boom, sticking it right back to that midpoint, back in. Pat, up, up. So that's the PallOff Press with a twist. Number 7. And it's sweet because guess what you get to do? Add more weight. You get to challenge yourself a little more, but you got to make sure you're doing it right first. All right? So there is your ab workout for men, baby. So these are all 7 exercises. Now, how I would put together a program is I would do stuff where you're either using your triceps one time, so like your weighted decline sit-up, right to your hanging knee-ups, right to your PallOff Press, right to, a suspended decline sit-up, to a side plank with the TRX straps, and then followed with the PallOff Press, or followed with, so you're always doing like a, top part of your abs, lower part of your abs, and obliques. So that's kind of how I put together the program. So you're giving each of the areas a break in between so that way you can get the most out of it. All right? So that would be typically how I put together a quick little 5-minute or a 10-minute ab workout. So I would do a 5-minute ab workout or a 10-minute ab workout at the end of my workout session. Sometimes I'll do it at the beginning so it gets my abs engaged also. So, you just kind of play with that, see if you get the best out of it. But, typically do those right after or before my workout, just for a few minutes. Nothing crazy. Like I feel like I'm gonna sit there and do a 45-minute ab workout. So, but that's how I would put it together, and that's how you get the most out of it. So, all right, Brent Kasmer, BKPT. Hope you guys love this. And if you didn't yet subscribe, I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm pouring my heart out to you right now, giving you guys all the best knowledge, best advice I could possibly give you, giving you all the pro tips along the way, saving you thousands and thousands of dollars just by subscribing to my channel. Oh my goodness. Don't let this man give you any more. I'm a mad scientist in here. I love this stuff. So love challenging you, and I love challenging myself. So that helps me to challenge you. All right. So subscribe, mash that notification bell that way you get notified as all my new content is dropped, and show a brother some love, man. Give me some likes and share my channel, man. If you feel like other people need to see this, just like you are watching it, share it so that way I could obviously bless them and give them some great advice as well, and then also feed my kids. All right. Hope you guys enjoy it. See you guys in the next episode.